Assalamualaikum. Welcome to ATN Bangla. This is Afifa Faris Khan with the news. First, DP headlines. ATN League announces election manifesto making 21 pledges including creation of 1.25 crore jobs in 5 years, zero tolerance against militancy and drug. BNP's 19-point election manifesto includes promising balance of power between President and Prime Minister and to publish wealth statement of MPs and ministers. And Khaleda Zia cannot participate in the election. Third bench of High Court rejects a writ regarding her candidature. Now on to the details. ATN League has announced its election manifesto with a pledge to create 1.25 lakh jobs, generate 28,000 megawatt electricity and supply of 5,000 million cubic feet gas by 2023. Party President and Prime Minister Sheikh Hasina highlighted the salient features of the manifesto with the slogan "March Forward of Bangladesh in the Path of Development" at a city hotel this morning. The manifesto also vowed to adopt a zero-tolerance policy against terrorism, militancy, drug, corruption and continuation of war crimes trial, declaring that no law outside the Quran and Sunnah would be enacted. It promised to formulate a Delta plan for the next 100 years to tackle the impact of global warming, protect freedom fighters, ethnic minorities, formulate a powerful foreign policy, and safeguard the interest of the mass media. The ATN League leaders sought a vote for both in the upcoming election. Meanwhile, BNP Secretary General Mirza Fakhrul Islam Alamgir has announced the 19-point party election manifesto. It pledged to limit the tenure of the Prime Minister to 2 consecutive terms and bring about balance of power between the Prime Minister and the President, appointment of Deputy Speaker from the opposition party, introducing rationing system for the poor people and scrapping Digital Security Act. The pledges also include publication of wealth statement of ministers, MPs and high government officials every year, ensuring to stop adulteration and chemically tainted food, and promise to take various steps for the welfare of the armed forces including police, adopting foreign policy, friendship with all and malice towards none. Earlier, BNP Secretary General urged the countrymen to vote for the chief of party and thereby release party chairperson Begum Khaleda Zia from jail. BNP chairperson Begum Khaleda Zia cannot participate in the election. The third bench of High Court today rejected the writ regarding her candidature in 3 constituencies. The High Court single bench of Justice J.B.M. Hassan rejected the writ seeking validation of her candidature. Earlier this morning, the lawyers of Khaleda Zia filed petition regarding no confidence on the bench of Justice J.B.M. Hassan, which was also rejected. Later, the lawyers of Khaleda Zia boycotted the court. A group of youths attacked the election campaign procession of BNP candidate at North Goran in the capital this morning, injuring several people. Later, police dispersed the attackers. BNP candidate Afroza Abbas blamed local ATN League leaders and workers. Meanwhile, Dhaka 8 candidate of Grand Alliance Rashid Khan Menon during mass contact program at Motijil said the pledge of Wake Front to continue the trial of war criminals is farcical. Former caretaker government advisor, election commissioner and observers have maintained that the election commission has so far failed to make the upcoming election free, fair and acceptable. Speaking at a seminar, they described the upcoming election as an acid test for the government, the EC, and the country's electoral system. They alleged that despite appointing hundreds of returning officers, judicial and executive magistrates, and electoral investigation committees, no mentionable punitive measures have not been taken against violation of code of conduct. Chief Election Commissioner K.M. Nurul Huda has directed the election officials of three hilly districts to rise above all in holding the election successfully. He said this while addressing a meeting on law and order in Rangamati today. He also requested the government machinery to ensure that everybody can go to the polling booths freely to cast their votes. And that's the end of this bulletin. To view ATN Bangla News, browse www.youtube.com/ATNTubeNews. Subscribe and remain with ATN Bangla. Allah Hafiz.